One of our experts on public health, who answered so many of your questions throughout the pandemic, tweeted today he has coronavirus. Dr. Bharat Pankania says he only has mild symptoms so far and is urging everyone to get the jabs, as he's grateful the vaccines are doing their job. And he joins me now from his home near Bath. Thank you very much for speaking to us, Doctor. First and foremost, how are you feeling?
I'm much better today than yesterday. My headache and sore throat are still there, but I'm much better, and I'm very grateful for all the good wishes I've received from so many people. It really is uplifting.
That really is good to hear that you're feeling much better. But let's go back to the beginning of this. You took your family for a PCR test after your son said he lost his taste and smell, and that test came back negative. So what happened after that?
So with a negative test for everyone, I wasn't convinced about my son's result. So I insisted on a second test, and a second test that I would supervise and do myself. So the important bit here is, unless you take a test properly and get a good clinical sample, you will get a negative result, and it will be a false negative. So the second test was, of course, positive on my son, and he isolated for a full 10 days. And as soon as he finished his isolation, unfortunately, I became ill.
So what is your message about testing to everyone?
Well, we must do. And at the moment, because we've got a lot of flu-like symptoms, cold-like symptoms, it can be intermixed with COVID-19 symptoms as well. So if in doubt, please test, and test properly. When you go to the test center, it is important that if you're self-testing, you take a good clinical sample. You really need to get to the back of your throat and take a good sample. Otherwise, the test result is meaningless.
You have been double jabbed yourself, and you've said you're grateful for that. But we are being told that we have to learn to live with COVID. What do you make of that?
I think this is going to be the way forward, which is a essentially protected population with fully vaccinated, as well as in some cases, booster vaccines. And what will happen is we will get infected, like myself, and we will be ill for a few days. But the good thing is we don't expect people to end up seriously ill on the ventilator in ITU. So the best way forward is immunize yourself, protect yourself, and that will be the new normal, I'm afraid, in the years to come.
So what is your message going to be to anyone who's still considering if they should allow their child to be vaccinated or get vaccinated themselves?
Well, look at myself. If I had not been immunized, I'm pretty sure I would be pretty ill, seriously ill maybe. And the vaccine has given me mild illness, and I know I will get better. I keep my fingers crossed. And the same with children in the schools. We don't want their education to be disrupted. We want business to continue in the schools. I would say your best ever protection is get your vaccines and be fully immunized.
Well, Dr. Pankania, you really have been an oasis of calm and advice during these turbulent times. So our best wishes go out to you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.